Hi everyone and welcome to Inderes TV. Today we're going to talk about Sitowise and that's why we're here with Olli Vilppo, analyst. Welcome.
Thank you.
Going to talk about the Q3 and the revenue decreased with 3% and that was more than expected. The expected amount was 1%. What's the major problem behind these figures?
The business in Sweden is the problem now. The Finland is doing pretty okay in these circumstances, but Sweden is doing really bad.
Okay, so Sweden is the problem.
Yes.
Okay, but the different segments perform differently. Which ones? Oh, you already mentioned that Sweden is the problem, but the other ones, how did they perform?
Yeah, in Finland, the infra business is performing very well. It grew, and also the profitability is above the target level.
Okay.
For Sitowise, it's the target level for all Sitowise is 12%, and then they tell which segments are above and which are lower.
Yeah.
And infra is above, and it has been above the previous quarters when they report this. And also the digital solutions is doing really well.
Mm-hmm.
It also now achieved the over 12% EBITDA margin. And especially the product business is growing fast, and it's this kind of SaaS products, so it's very like a sticky revenue. So it's like a Sitowise goal to make larger this portion. That is
okay. The SaaS product.
Yes.
Yeah. But what's the problem in Sweden?
The Sweden business is built with mergers or acquisitions,
Mm-hmm.
and they have in history they have bought these buildings related businesses. So this structural engineering and building service engineering, and this is also the market that is heavily hit now when the building activity is really like low.
Yeah.
It's also in Finland and in Sweden. But in Finland, the building segment has both in Finland and Sweden they have laid off the employees.
Yeah.
But in Finland the revenue, the low revenue is now better proportional to the employees.
Mm-hmm.
So the utilization rates are enough. So in Finland the buildings make a small profit now. But in Sweden it seems that they are lacking behind always when they get people out.
Yeah.
But the revenue drops more. So now the Sweden is making like a minus 30%.
Oh, that's
EBITDA.
heavy. Yeah.
And so it's kind of like lacking behind, and we were in the report we were pleased with the Finnish development overall, but the Swedish was so weak. So overall it was a little bit negative.
Yeah. So Sweden makes the whole report kind of drags the whole report down.
Yes, and also like because there is like a lot of this goodwill generated in Sweden, and we are like we anticipate that they have to like do impairment in the goodwill at some point, because if you buy the companies with some valuation and in this business you buy the people.
Yeah.
But now you have had to lay off the people because you cannot have them without work.
Yeah.
Because that's also like very costly. So now it seems that at least some of the acquisitions in Sweden haven't like worked out.
Yeah. So that's a clear fact stated at this point.
Yeah, it's our opinion.
Yeah.
The company hasn't admit that they will do these impairments, but we see clear risk.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So what about the future, and what does the order intake look like?
The order intake in this Q3 was pretty good. So it improved from the year before, and the order book is now almost at the same level as the previous quarter.
Okay.
Even though this Q3 is usually like it's a summer quarter, so there is not so many sales activity, but they managed to get as much orders in that the revenue was. So it seems that it's stabilizing, and it's not going down anymore, and we feel that we are in the bottom of the cycle.
Yeah.
So there will be recovery, but how fast it will happen, it's hard to tell, and we expect that the operations in Sweden will improve, and also in Finland, but the slope of the recovery, it's hard to estimate.
Yeah. So at the bottom of the slope, but it's hard to say how long it will take to get out of there.
Yes, and now with our estimates, the valuation of Sitowise doesn't look too attractive, even when we look the year 2026.
Okay.
And it starts to be fair in 2027.
Okay.
But we see no hurry to get on board on this stock, because we first want to see clearer signs that also the Sweden business will stabilize.
Yeah, of course.
Because now the problem is that Finland is making good profit and good cash flow, but then half of the cash flow goes to the financial expenses and half of it goes to the Sweden losses.
Yeah.
So nothing is left to the shareholders.
Yeah. So what about recommendation?
Yeah, we have a reduce recommendation, and so we wait to see what's going to happen. We don't see this is a good place, like in risk reward perspective.
Yeah.
But like the Sitowise, it has like a really like quality parts in the business, like the infra and digital solutions. So this could be very good case in a long term, but it depends how they can tackle this difficult time.
Yeah, so could be potentially a good case in the future. Yeah. Thank you, Olli, for all these comments. And if you want to know more about Sitowise, go to inderes.se, and if you want to ask more questions about the case from Olli, you can go sign into our forum. Thank you.